Hello everyone and welcome to chapter 5 lesson 4 numeric functions. In the previous lessons we discussed about character functions. Here we are going to learn about numeric functions. Here in the list, as we can see, we have 5 numeric functions. We have round function, we have trunc, we have mod, we have CEIL, and we have floor function. Round, which is round the number to a certain number of decimal points. Trunc function used to truncate the number to a certain number of decimal points. Mod function, it takes two arguments, retains the remainder of m divided by n. CEIL, which retains the smallest whole number or integer number greater than or equal to a specified number. Floor retains the largest whole number or integer equal to or less than the specified number. To understand how to use numeric functions, let's have a look at these examples. Here in example 1, select CEIL, and this is the number, floor, and this is the number from dual. As we can see here, we are writing just arithmetic operations. We are using functions without selecting data or without selecting columns from the tables. If you want just to return the output of arithmetic function or arithmetic operation without reading data from tables, here we can complete our select statement by reading from dual. Dual is a table used for completeness of a select clause. As we learned before, a basic select statement must contain two clauses, select clause and from clause. You cannot write a select statement that contains only select clause. You must have two clauses, select clause and from clause. Here, because we are just putting an arithmetic operations or arithmetic functions without reading data from tables, we can complete our select statement by reading from a table called dual, from dual. So if we run this select statement, select CEIL and 76.878, floor 76.878 from dual, the output of this function CEIL is the whole number or the integer number that is greater than or equal a specified number here. So what is the integer number or the whole number greater than this number? It is 77. Floor here retains the whole number or the integer number smaller than or equal to the specified number here. So what is the whole number or integer number smaller than this number, which is 76. Here in this example we are using trunc function. Select the trunc, and this is the input number, and this is number of decimal points, and here also trunc, and this is the number. Trunc here also, this is number, and this is the decimal point from dual. As we said before, if your select statement is just returning the output of arithmetic functions or arithmetic expression, you can just complete your statement by reading from dual table. Here the output of this arithmetic operation here, trunc 76.878, 2. That means keep only 2 decimal points and removes all digits at the right of the second decimal point. So that means it removes the 8 here. It keeps only 2 decimal points and truncate other digits to the right. So the output will be 76.87. Here trunc or truncate 76.878. This is the same as trunc 76.878, 0. If you put 0 or without 0 is the same thing. That means remove all decimal points. So he will truncate all decimal points and retains only 76, as we can see. The output of the third function here, trunc 76.878 minus 1. That means truncate at the units place from here. So truncate means remove all these digits. 7 in the tens place, so it returns here 70, not 7. It returns 70 because 7 is in the tens place. So this is the output of trunc 76.878, minus 1. If you put minus 2, it returns 0 because it removes everything. Here in the third example, select mod 17,4, mod 23,5, mod 100,30 from dual. Also here we are trying to display only the output of arithmetic functions or arithmetic operations without reading from tables, so we can just complete our select statement by reading from dual. Mod 17,4, that means what is the remainder of 17 divided by 4? 17 over 4, it is 4, and the remainder is 1. Mod 23,5, the remainder of 23 divided by 5. 23 divided by 5 is 4, and the remainder is 3. Mod 100, 30. 100 divided by 30 is 3 and the remainder is 10. In the last example, example 4, select round. So here we are using round function. This is the number and this is the number of decimal points. And also here, because we are returning the output of arithmetic operations or arithmetic functions, we can complete our statement by selecting from dual, as we can see. So round, this is the number that will be rounded, and this is the number of decimal points. So we want to keep only 2 decimal points. So we want to keep only 2 decimal points. So here we have 8. 8 is greater than or equal to 5. That means this will be 0 and this 7 will be 8. It will be rounded to 8. So the output will be 76.88. Here round 76.878, 0. That means round this number to 0 decimal points. So it will look at this number, which is the 8. Is 8 is greater than or equal 5? Yes, it is greater than or equal 5. So here 6 will be 7. So the output will be 77. As we can see, there is no any decimal point, 0 decimal point. Here we have only 2 decimal points. If you put, for example, round 35, for example, 0.55, and you put, for example, 1, that means round this number to only 1 decimal point. So he will look at the second place here. 5 is greater than or equal to 5, so this number will be 6. So the output will be here 35.6. We have here only 1 decimal point. Here in the last example, round 76.878, -1. That means round the units place, which is in this case 6. 6 is greater than or equal to 5. That means the tens place will be 8. Because this is tens place, it will be 80, not 8. So the output here will be 80. If you write, for example, round 76.878, -2, that means round the tens place. The tens place is 7. 7 is greater than or equal to 5. So 7, because it is tens place, it is 70, not 7. So 70 will be rounded to 100. So the output will be 100 from this function. This lesson we learned about numeric functions and how to use numeric functions in Oracle select statement. I hope this video was informative for you and thank you for watching.